Mediterranean diet takes influences from the diets of the people of Greece and the surrounding countries to the Mediterranean Sea. It is a diet that emphasizes eating plant-based foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts. It says to replace butter with healthy fats such as olive oil. Something that is very characteristic of Mediterranean food, or Greek food especially, is their bold flavors and their use of herbs and spices, which is really encouraged while on this diet as well. This diet tells you to limit your consumption of red meat, and that twice a week you should enjoy poultry or seafood. Something that separates the Mediterranean diet from other diets is that it actually lists under their kind of key components is to drink red wine in moderation, of course. And the last key component is to get plenty of exercise while on this diet. So the big food group of the Mediterranean diet is plant-based foods. So vegetables and fruits and legumes and nuts and seeds and whole grains. And this is really great. They're putting an emphasis on the good stuff, the really natural, the pure, the clean, straight from the earth kind of stuff. This is very common in especially Greece because they eat a lot of olives and dates and fresh figs and exotic fruits and vegetables, and it's just a very wholesome plant-based diet for the most part. At least they put a good emphasis on that. So then it says to replace butter with healthy fats. I don't think that there is such a thing as a healthy fat. With that being said, I also don't believe that there is such a thing as an unhealthy fat. There is fats that are bad for you. Your body can't handle it, or your body can't digest or absorb or really break it down easily. And then there's fats that are better for you because it's easier on your body. To say that there is such a thing as a healthy fat, like I said, I don't think it exists. It's important to put the best option into your body to nourish your body. So if you're going to choose to eat fats, choose the better option, which, yes, it would be something like olive oil, which the Mediterranean diet encourages. However, again, with that being said, olive oil tends to take over the Mediterranean diet, in my opinion. A lot of the recipes, it's so bright and colorful with the fresh vegetables and all of that, and then they drizzle so much olive oil on it that it kind of masks the nutrition, the nutrients that you could be getting from those vegetables because you're clogging your body with oil and fat. So while, yes, olive oil is a better choice over butter or other oil options, but it's still not the best. You shouldn't be eating it at every meal, every single day of the week. Now and then it's okay, but you shouldn't be clogging your arteries and your internal organs with fat. I love that they mention using herbs and spices. I feel like people, when they go on a more plant-based diet, they think it's going to be bland and it's going to be boring, but this is great. You know, spice it up. Find flavors that you really like and stick to those and really play around with that and experiment and really find what you like. Personally, I put Greek seasoning on everything. I think it really changes the flavor. It really boosts up the flavor and really makes things taste amazing. Some other flavors that I really enjoy are spicy. I love Indian food, so I really always keep curry powder on hand, and I throw that in a lot of things as well. Chili powder is another thing. Hot sauce. Just find the flavors that you really like and then stick to that. So if you feel like it's going to be a bland diet or a bland meal or whatever it is you're eating, you think it's going to be bland, just find what flavors you like and then just dump it on there. So I love that that is part of this diet, to really play around with flavor. What I really don't love about this diet is that they encourage the eating of fish and poultry. Fish is a very fatty food, and this goes again into that olive oil rant I just went on. There are better fats for you. Fish is not one of them. Our oceans, our waterways are some of the most polluted places on this planet. And this diet is telling you to eat from those most polluted places on the planet. So you are consuming the pollution that is destroying the earth by eating fish. And poultry is first an industry that is incredibly cruel and unjust, but at the same time, it is not the best option for nourishment for your body. It also is a polluted industry, what with the massive quantity of animals into such small spaces, so they're rolling around in their own feces, and there's diseases, and that can be spread through the meat that you eat from these animals. I love that they say limit red meat because that's like a stepping stone. But the word limit also means that it's okay every once in a while. And that's just not the case. Red meat is linked to so many diseases and heart problems, and it's a carcinogen. So it's cancer causing as well as fish and poultry. Basically, meat in general. Something else I love about this diet is that they mention drinking red wine, of course, in moderation, but I love that. Drinking wine in general, is such a part of Greek life and part of the Mediterranean life in general. It's a really big part of the culture. And I love that they include that, and they really try to incorporate bits of that ethnicity, that culture. When it comes to alcohol, I really think it's up to the individual. It definitely cannot be something that you consume to the point of alcoholism or, you have a problem at that point. But I think alcohol, if drunk at appropriate times, not all the time, not to excess, I think alcohol can be incorporated into your lifestyle or diet in a healthy, balanced, positive way. So I love that this is part of the diet, and it says that, hey, it's okay to have a little glass of wine at the end of a long, hard day and just relax a little bit and unwind and don't be so uptight about it. So, and that's something that is awesome about the Mediterranean diet, is that they really, like I said, they take a lot from Mediterranean culture. And I feel like in Greece, in the Mediterranean countries, they definitely have a little bit more of a carefree attitude towards life. And I think they're trying to bring that into this diet to make it more of a lifestyle rather than a diet, or more of a mindset than really a diet. A mindset of not everything is so serious. Like, it's okay. Have a glass of wine. It's okay to have a little olive oil now and again or whatever. But I love that. I love that they try to incorporate that into it. Yeah. Biggest problem with this diet is not the meat eating. I'm not going to ignore that part of it, but it would be so easy to just veganize the Mediterranean diet and then you'd be all plant-based and you'd be good to go. But no, my biggest problem with it is when you do eat a mainly fat-based diet like this diet is, you really have to watch your calories. And I don't think anyone should have to count calories or be concerned about what they're putting in their body. And when you're eating a plant-based diet, you don't have to worry so much about the quantity because you know that you're getting the quality. When you're eating fats, you're not getting quality, but fats take up a huge quantity amount of your diet. I hope that made some sense to someone. I know I sometimes talk in circles and it gets kind of confusing. But honestly, if you're going on this diet to lose weight, think about it. Step back and think about it for a second. If this is really encouraging the use of a lot of fats, whether or not someone calls it healthy or not, you should really think about it, because if you're trying to burn fat, why are you putting fat back in? That's kind of it. That's my main concern with this diet. It's sad that it still says to eat foods such as red meat and fish and poultry and even some low-fat dairy that's mentioned in there, because they're not the best choice for you. I love that it's Mediterranean, which hits close to home with me, and I love that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I made a little sense. I know I can ramble sometimes. And thank you so much for clicking on the video. I'm sure you had better things to do than listen to me talk about Greece and how much I obviously love Greece. And I am Raven, and I will see you next time. Bye.